All right, all right. I had kind of intended on doing a different video first, and then regular haul video of just everything I had gotten, and just so much is piled up that I don't think there's any way I can get it done in one video. I decided to kind of just do a discount book video. There's one book that I'm pretty pretty excited to find. Um, so I might. It's kind of overwhelming, all the books I got laying around me right now. So I'm probably gonna try to speed through a lot of these, and I might kind of edit stuff out and skip a bunch of stuff as we go. I'd like to keep this video at a reasonable time frame. Um, so everything I think I'm gonna do, like I said, just discount books. Um, Probably $2 and under. Um, these right here, I think, I don't know. I got those somewhere for $2 or under. Um, Descender one, it's a second print. Jeff Lemire. Um, X Force 9, just a nice Deadpool and Wolverine cover. Domino and Wolverine cover. Um, Doctor Strange 174. These were $1. They're beat up, but whatever. Just to I don't mind stuff that's beat up. None of these have the back covers. Um, Showcase 76, First Batlash. Um, Showcase 77, Angel and Ape. I don't know anything about that. I just was compelled to grab it. Sometimes I grab stuff for a reason. Sometimes I grab stuff for no reason. Teen Titans 17. Sometimes I grab stuff just because I have no idea what it is. And I'm like, I've never seen that before. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna buy it. And obviously that's only if the price is right. But so that was $1. Just early Deathlock. What If number 5, Captain America for $1. Um, John Carter, Warlord of Mars number 18. That's the first Frank Miller work at Marvel. Um, goes for a decent amount. Um, just a random Spectacular Spider-Man, black suit, black cat on it. Um, that was 50 cents. And then I picked up a bunch of, they're in kind of rough shape, most of them, but G.I. Joe, uh, 50-cent copies, bunch of kind of whatever, first appearances. Um, G.I. Joe isn't something that I collect. Like I've got G.I. Joe number 1, or actually I might have sold it. I'm not even sure. I might not have it anymore. Um, but I know people love G.I. Joe, so once in a while, if I see them really cheap, I'll grab them. Claw number 1. I think these were probably $1. Batman 292. Another 50 center. Alien Legion. I don't know. That just got optioned or something. And then I grabbed a couple issues of Arian Lead of Lord of Atlantis. One newsstand, one direct edition for 50 cents each. That stuff was all from one store. They actually have two locations. There's books here that I got from a different one of their stores. Um, but no, this was these I picked up at like a used bookstore. Um, their books used to be 99 cents a piece, but now they're all $2 a piece. Um, so these were all $2 a piece. Mighty Avengers 13. That's the first. I forget what it is. It's that secret something team with Quake and whatnot. Thor 2, the first full Jane Foster as Thor. It's actually a little more beat up than I had realized, with a lot of scuffing there on it. New Avengers 27, first Clint Barton Ronin. This, I guess, is the first Clint Barton joins. Sometimes I wind up grabbing stuff, not really remembering why I know it. And I'm not sure in the moment, so I kind of got to get it and then figure it out later. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. That's probably not something I would have picked up. New Avengers 40, that's the first. I think it's Ferenke, the Skrull Queen there. 49, I honestly don't even remember what's significant about that issue. I should actually check if you guys want to give me 1 second. So that is, it's like a cameo of the Dark Avengers. Then 53 is the first Brother Voodoo Sorcerer Supreme, and this is like an origin of Brother Voodoo as Sorcerer Supreme or something of that nature. That's just a cool Echo cover. Champions 1, the hip hop variant. Avengers Arena #1. I don't honestly. There's a couple first appearances in that. I'm pretty sure. I don't even remember who they are offhand. Yeah, I don't know if I should have grabbed that. This is beat up. The Halloween Comic Fest reprint of the first Miles Morales. It's got a sticker on it from a library that I can probably get off with little effort. Dr. Fate #1, his first appearance. New Avengers, the hip hop variant. And now there's a first appearance in that. I think it might be Dr. Cho or something like that. Later on, she becomes Iron Patriot. I think this is probably her first regular appearance, not as the Iron Patriot, but I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Detective 850, first Gotham City Sirens, a couple copies of Contest of Champions #1, first appearance of White Fox, Guardians of the Galaxy 6, just an Angela cover. 5, I believe that's first full appearance of Angela. Another copy of New Avengers #1, the regular edition. Probably not anything that I should have bought at for $2, but I obviously did. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, it's not Cho, it's Ho. Um, First appearance of Dr. Tony Ho right here. Um, like I said, it later on becomes Iron Patriot. Infinity number 10. It's the first appearance of Thane. This one's a bit beat up here. Captain America 5. First full Torres Falcon or cover or something of that nature. Couple copies of Mighty Avengers number 1. That's the first, her first appearance as, I believe it's Spectrum. See, how are we doing on time? Like I said, I'm gonna kind of try to blast through these as best as I can. So this is actually the exception. I paid $3 for this. It's just an Art Adams cover. Kind of a spur of the moment. I decided I wanted it. Just a 1 in 25 variant for $1. Savage Dragon issue for $1. Excalibur No Number. I think that's their first appearance. That was $1. Yeah, all these books were from a different shop for $1. Not sure why I decided to. I'm big on Dave Stevens, so I'm always looking at the DN agents, because there's a I think it's just one issue that he did, and I noticed that this was an Eric Larson cover, and for some reason I decided to grab it. Alpha Flight 22, I think that's the first Pink Pearl. Time Spirits number 4. That's the first Varney, who is like the original vampire. And so Dracula was turned by Varney. He's got an appearance. So this is him right here. He's got an appearance in a magazine previously, but this is his first comic appearance, and one can only assume that that's him on the cover. Spawn 31 newsstand edition. It's got a rip on the spine. First appearance of Anti-Venom. Something, kind of like, do I leave this? Do I grab it? I wound up taking it. So here is Excalibur 86. First appearance of Pete Wisdom. And this one felt a little funny when I grabbed it. Kind of like, kind of like there might be a jeweler's insert or something in it. I don't think I realized that this had card packs in it. So there's a couple of Capcom Marvel 1995 Flair Ultra card packs in there. All 3 covers of Serenity number 1, which I believe is the first Firefly in comics. This is Generation X number 40. I've showed this before. This is her first full appearance as herself, kind of like a domino type of thing. This I grabbed just a cool Elsa Bloodstone cover. The Marvel Zombies all around. It just seemed kind of fitting of Elsa. So I picked that up for $1. And like I said, sometimes the stuff that I grab is just kind of like, why not? Some of the time I'll get home with some stuff and be like, why? Why did I buy that? You know, but sometimes you just grab things that interest you and it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't, and you find you're not all that interested later on. All right, so we're at like 15 minutes right now. So this store I went to, and I think I pretty much just got dollar books from this store. This is like Hack/Chaos #3, a Holt incentive variant. I like Perillo, and for a while, like I was buying some of his new stuff, but like $4 an issue because I like an artist and they pump out cover after cover after cover. I quickly, you know, it's like, what am I doing? But then, so, you know, here and there I find them for $1. Then I'm like, yeah, you know what, whatever, I'll grab them. I don't know what the ratios on these are, but I think a couple of them are ratios. And I've been on kind of like a bit of a horror kick, which kind of started with some Golden Age horror issues and is kind of transferred into me buying Dynamite, gory incentives for $1. And then this, whatever, this is just gory crossed. This is just an early Pixie cover, I think. Or no, that's not even her, huh? That's Surge, I think. But this is one of the, I know I had looked into Pixie at one point, and this was one of her early appearances. She's got a bunch of horrible appearances. It's like New X-Men #7, I think, is her first one, and she's just like a background character sitting at a desk in a school. She's got some, and she seems to be a pretty cool character, a pretty well liked character, but her first appearances are pretty poor. And I think she's actually like featured in this comic. I think so. This was $2. I don't know if it's actually a. It says limited. I think it might actually just be a second print. I'm not positive though. This here for $2. It's actually a pretty clean copy. I'm not a big Superman fan, but a clean Bronze Age Superman for $2, and like, sure. Web of Spider-Man to share a cover for $1. I just found that cover interesting for $1. Moon Knight 18, Mark Spector. I don't know, for $1, I like that cover. Nobody in the World Cares about Brimstone, but that's his first appearance. I was reading that when it came out, and I found it interesting. I guess the world disagreed with me. Sam Wilson, Captain America #7. I think this is the first Avril Kincaid who becomes Quasar. For a while, I had liked these Women of Power variants. I figured that Woman of Power variant wasn't something that was super ordered, that really drew a crowd when it came out. I could be wrong. Lando #1. So this is Dr. Aphra 18, Galactic Icon variant, Kylo Ren. I'm not sure. He's not in the issue. I'm not sure. I mean, this must have came out after his first appearance, but some of these Galactic Icon covers do pretty well. Naomi #1, third print. You know, it's a whatever book at this point, but for $1, sure. Matt Kent, I think this is Mind Management #36, the final issue, something like that. New Management #1. Captain Universe X-23 #1. I think that's a one shot. I might be wrong. I was in a group, and there was one guy who would do a con report and kind of let us know, like what was selling well for him at conventions and things of that nature. And I know that, at the time it was like Harley Quinn. He was like anything Harley Quinn, especially the early stuff where she was still in like the Jester outfit, always sold really well for him. I feel like X-23, her early stuff is kind of like that, where it's always gonna be sought after, like her appearances before All New Wolverine or whatever it was. Actually, this is the last one that I got there, the Retailer Summit variant. This is like Invincible 135, I think. Gwinvincible #1. Not really, but buy it anyway. I think that's like a $20 book. So that was a good find for $1. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. I'd rather not go longer than 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try to fly through these. And this is just a whatever Hope Summer variant, little girl holding a gun bigger than her, for $1. Deadpool Cable variant. I don't know why I like these X-Force Crane covers. There's one that I really, really want. I think what is it? It's Ant #3. I got some random Savage Dragon issues here. It might be a Cersei cover, but it's like a movie homage. I think it's that vampire movie with Kate Beckinsale. I think it's a homage to that movie. Savage Dragon 55, 49, 60. Savage Dragon isn't something that I really collect. It's my childhood, but I kind of felt like, you know what? If I see issues for $1, I might as well pick them up. Also grabbed NYX 6 and 7. Danger Girl preview, the first appearance of Danger Girl. Star Wars Legacy #6. First issue of Miss Marvel. I think that's her second series. The final issue of Paper Girls. I know that show didn't do too well, but I still like the series. I still like the author. So whatever, for $1, I'll grab the final issue of Paper Girls. This is Osborn #1. I believe that's the first appearance of Toxie Doxie. Poe Dameron #1, the first appearance of Poe Dameron. Lobo #1. He's got an embossed crotch right there. I mean, that's pretty much why I bought it, if I'm being honest. Luna Snow #1. Age of Ultron 10, first cameo of what's her name there? Thor's sister, Angela, from Image. So that's her first cameo in Marvel. A Rags #1, like third print. That was the #1 was a hot book when it came out. I don't really know anything about it and kind of just grabbed it. Figured I'd read it and see what all the buzz had been about. Crosswind #1, the gold retailer appreciation or something of that nature. I don't think it's worth anything, but for $1, I figured I'd grab it. Annihilation Conquest. I don't know if there's anything significant about that. Decent Phyla-Vell cover, and then this is the prologue, which is the first cameo appearance of Wraith, and I guess that's her first new outfit. All right, so we're kind of closing in on time here, and I've got one more shop to get through. These were all 50-cent books. This is Rogue Satellite Comics, Slave Labor Graphics. I picked up 1, 2, and 3. The cover of #1 seemed interesting to me. Had like that golden age feel. I know Slave Labor Graphics wasn't like heavily printed. I don't know anything about it, and this is one of the things that I just kind of was like, whatever, 50 cents a piece, I'll buy it, I'll read it. I started reading issue 1, and I don't think that I'm going to read it, never mind 2 or 3. Asylum, that's a Bernie Wrightson cover. So got a few issues of Ride #1, 50 cents a piece, Adam Hughes cover. I intended on like picking out the better one, but I found a book that kind of like got me excited later on, and all I did here was go through their indies, looking for Dave Stevens. I found this Dave Stevens for 50 cents. I've got numerous copies of this. I do like this book. The kids' faces, all of the expressions on the kids' faces are amazing. He's normally normally known for his women, but the expressions on those kids' faces are priceless. And I mean, the guy could really do anything. Found another one of these Comic Fest Miles Morales's. That one was 50 cents. It's bagged and boarded, so it's in pretty good condition. So I'm trying to find an image in this. I picked up for 50 cents. It's the Southern Squadron #4 Freedom of Information Act from Eternity. And this has an early Spawn image in it, an advertisement. And this is, I don't know if you can see that there. This is from before. This is from before that Malibu Sun comic. There might have been a couple ads before, but I think that's a pretty cool book for 50 cents. All right, and so I've already gone longer than I wanted to. I'll see if there's anything else that I really need to show. I grabbed a bunch of Saga issues, some random stuff like Bathroom Girls by Modern Comics, no idea what it is. Slaughterman #2 from Comico. Just whatever, just stuff that I found interesting. But I kept running into Dreamwalker issues. And like, I don't often see Dreamwalker issues. And I'm like, all right, there's no way that I find it, the first appearance of Goon. And honestly, I was thinking that it was issue 0. I wasn't even positive, but I figured that if I did see it, I would recognize the cover. And so I was looking through, and didn't find it. Hit some more Dreamwalkers, and I eventually found a copy, and I was like, is this really it? And I had to open the book. I pulled it. I opened the book right there, and flipped through it to see if it really was the issue that had the first appearance of the Goon by Eric Powell. And so right here is the ad for Goon #1. And then this is a little, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 page preview of the Goon. And yes, this is issue #2 that I found for 50 cents at that shop. I hit another batch of Dreamwalkers, and I was like, all right, no way am I gonna find this. And there was another. I was floored. It's funny. I don't still get the adrenaline dump that I used to get when you find a book that you shouldn't have found in the 50 cent books. But there still was that, are they really going to let me buy this? Like, we'll see at the register. Are they really going to let me buy this? But yes, I bought 2 copies of Dreamwalker #0, first appearance of Goon, for 50 cents each. So I was pretty pumped about that. That was Christmas Eve. So that kind of made my Christmas. I only went in there to get bags and boards. And I've been on a hard Dave Stevens kick trying to complete my Dave Stevens, and I had really recently found out there are a couple Image issues from the 2000s that I didn't even know existed. So I went in for bags and boards, and then figured that I'd go through their Image books They're 50-cent image books, and that led me going through every indie book that they have, and it's one of those times that it paid off. So again, I still want to show my Dave Stevens collection, go over some thoughts I have. I've got a whole bunch of other books that with no dollar books to show. So I'll probably do that haul next, and then I can put away everything and show you guys my Dave Stevens collection, or I'll do it the other way around. Whatever. But that's it for all. Thanks for watching.